Hello, and welcome to today's lesson about water conservation and renewable and non-renewable resources. What is water conservation? To start, let's learn what conservation means. Conservation is the prevention of a wasteful use of a resource. So that means that water conservation is the practice of using water efficiently to reduce unnecessary usage. Every drop of water counts. The Environmental Protection Agency, known as the EPA, is the main government agency charged with administering federal environmental laws in the U.S. According to the EPA, over the last 50 years, the United States population has doubled while our thirst for water has tripled. It is anticipated that by the year 2024, at least 40 out of 50 states will have a water shortage. On average, every person uses about 80 to 100 gallons of water per day. If you look to the right, you'll see our pie chart from the EPA that shows how much water we use and where we're using it. 24% of the water used daily is from toilets. 20% is from showers. 19% are from faucets like sinks when washing your hands or the dishes. 17% are from clothes washers. 12% are from water leaks, and 8% are other. Now let's watch a video to learn different ways that we can conserve water at home. Now we will learn about renewable and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources can be used repeatedly and replaced naturally and timely. They almost never run out. Some examples of renewable resources would be wind, solar, water, known as hydro, biomass, which is organic materials from plants and animals, and geothermal, which is naturally occurring heat that comes from the earth. These can be used to create different energy and generate electricity like heating and lighting homes, water heating, and more. Renewable resources are resources that are limited in supply. They take longer to replenish than they are used. Many can take up to millions of years to replenish. Most non-renewable resources are fossil fuels, which are mostly made up of carbon. Some examples would be oil, natural gas, coal, and petroleum. These can be used in many processes to make products and are used both commercially and personally. Now, some student misconceptions when teaching about water conservation and renewable and non-renewable resources. The first misconception I'm going to talk about is that clean coal is not bad for the environment. Clean coal sounds great, and it is an alternative that we can use for a regular coal. Students may think that this is only a positive thing because the word clean is in the name. But many scientists believe it to be more of a facelift rather than a real improvement because it is not a sustainable alternative for very long. Although we have an alternative technology known as clean coal, like I said, this is not sustainable for very long. To produce clean coal, it is required to capture its polluting agents and store it away, usually in dried up oil fields or under the sea. These are not good for our planet. Another misconception students might have would be that water is a renewable resource, so there is no water crisis. Students may think that because water is renewable, we can use as much as we want without any consequences. But statistics show that an estimated 1 out of 6 people on the planet do not have access to clean and sustainable water. As the world population increases, the water supply continues to dwindle. Thank you for listening to my lesson about water conservation, renewable and non-renewable resources. Now let's take this information and work together to make this planet better.